Hiya. In the last video we talked about measuring the wall. Once this has been done, the next step is to select your wallpaper type and then specify your design style. Over the next 5 or 6 minutes, this video will help explain the design choices available as well as offer a few design guidelines. Before we begin the design style, out of all your images and photographs, you may have some that you are particularly fond of and would like them to stand out in your wallpaper. To convey this information to us, just rename these files SW1, SW2, SW3, etc. And then we'll know. SW1 will be your favourite, SW2 your second favourite, and so forth. We will then be able to give these photographs more prominence in your wallpaper. So now to specify your design styles. Design style, this comes in 3 sections. First section is the type of layout. And to begin with, we have tiled. I would say this is the most popular. All the pictures are arranged upright. There's no overlap and some pictures are larger than others. To help fit the pictures to the shape of the wall, pictures can and will be cropped sympathetically to bring out the subject. Then we have center tiled, and this is similar to tiled as before, but here we have a central image with the other images surrounding that image. We've then got grid. Here all the pictures are the same size, like a traditional contact sheet, and all the photos are given equal prominence. Then we have scattered. This is another popular one, and here the images are arranged with an overlap to each other and some are tilted. Again, there can be cropping with this. Overlapping photos provide a natural crop, but all the images are positioned so that the picture is composed correctly. This layout is popular. It has more of an element of a collage about it, a little bit more chaotic perhaps, in a pleasing manner. Scattered, different sizes, and this is the same as scattered, but some of the pictures will be larger than the other ones. So this is a good example of renaming your files SW1, SW2, SW3, etc. And then we will know to make these particular photos larger. Then finally we have the single image. Your wallpaper can simply be your favourite image. However, it will need to be of sufficient quality to stand considerable enlargement, and we can advise on this. More about the image quality in a moment. So that's the layout done. Next in the design style is the appearance of images. And we have 5 choices here. The first choice being just keep the original images that you send us as they are. Alternatively, we can convert them to black and white, or we can convert them to sepia, or we could do a combination, 33% original, another 33% black and white, and the remaining 33% sepia. Or we can do a combination, 50% black and white and 50% sepia. Finally, the last section of the design style are the borders between the images. And you can specify no borders, black borders, or white borders. Then we have space on the form for special requests / comments. For instance, can I have a red border rather than a white border? Yep, we could do that. We have the power to do that. Also,
At the beginning of the design style process, there is a link saying check out styles. Here it is. If you click it, it brings up a picture of about 15 preset styles. If you wanted a particular style from here, then in the comments box, write down the number and the style name, and then we will do the wallpaper in that style and ignore what you've previously put in the design form.
People's designs are subjective. Each individual has different tastes, but perhaps I can offer a few guidelines. Usually I like a border. Black is fashionable. I tend to think, and especially if there are a lot of images, a border helps concentrate the eye amongst all the other cacophony of images that a wallpaper collage has. Borders tend to give an importance to each individual smaller picture amongst the bigger picture, if that makes sense. Also think about the number of images and the size of images for your wallpaper. You can work this out by taking the area of your wall, dividing it by the number of images. That gives you the area of one image. The square root will give you the length of each image. Yes, it assumes that the image is a square, but it will give you a rough idea of the size of each image. My thoughts are the bigger the better. When you look at a wallpaper, you do so usually through a reasonable distance of say 2 to 3 meters. Yes, you can come up closer, but generally you're not looking at a wallpaper from a distance of 40 centimeters like you would an image on a computer screen. So I tend to think less images the better. You don't want to overpower the eye. However, having said that, you might want to create a wallpaper collage of your holiday snaps bonus print style, 7 inches by 5 inches, for example. Brilliant. Finally, this brings us to image quality. Please transfer to us the best quality that you have, straight from the camera. Often, photos that have been stored in the cloud have reduced quality. An image on Instagram doesn't have to be that big as it's viewed on relatively small screens, but when you come to enlarge it, the detail isn't there. So we would like the original files from your camera rather than reduced ones that have been stored on the internet. So that's the design style. Next in the process is transferring the files to us so that we can begin the wallpaper project. This is very simple and quick and is dealt in the next bite-sized video called Transferring Your Files. Thank you.